Right, so it's Friday the 25th of August. It's the bank holiday weekend, and I've got a few nights up Fen Drayton. Boat is all loaded, as we can see there, and we're going to head out, hopefully, should get there okay, to a swim right over on that far margin. Now, it's been fished a bit recently because I kind of come up here every couple of days and I've seen the odd car up here, but at the moment there is literally no one else up here, so that's great. A bit weedy, as you can see. Conditions are going to be nice for the next couple of days. Not really first real session I'm going to be doing on here, and I'll probably go through my approach later, but I've been walking around here and I've not seen much at all. There's obviously it's a bit coloured, the water, very weedy, and I don't know if any fish have been coming out, but I don't expect anything, if I'm honest with you. This place is not easy, but I'm going to look forward to a nice few days relaxing at this beautiful place, and it is an absolute paradise up here. Quiet in the evenings, lovely sunsets, so let's get going. So the kit's out, we've arrived at the swim by boat. I'm going to probably stick the bivvy up there, so I'm going to have to, I brought some shears with me, so I'm going to have to do a bit of gardening, but yeah, it's looking pucker. Might get a bit of wind noise because the wind's pushing in here really nice. I've got 3 spots out there already found in different depths of water. One by a weed bed at about 9 foot, which is over to the right, not that far out, probably about 60-70 yards, and then another one a little bit closer in, probably more like 50 yards, and I don't know if you can make that out, but yeah, that's in 14 foot of water, that one, in a deep spot in the middle of a bar, like the sort of trough. And then there's another one out there that's about I'd say about probably about 110, 120, and that's in 12 foot of water, once again off in the middle of a bar. So we're going to give that a go. It's not too weedy out there actually on the bottom, and I found some little harder areas in amongst the silt. It took a little while, but yeah, it's one of those really. It's not knowing where, just trying to find out if there are any sort of depths at all, if the fish are going to feed, and then what sort of depth to fish at. But yeah, I thought I'd just get out of the wind here a little bit, but yeah, so I do a bit of tidying up, plenty of time. I've got some baits, some of the baits soaking now, and some oils and some liver liquid. Probably leave those probably get camp set up slowly, leave those soaking for an hour or two, and then get the rods out, get everything set up, and then probably bring you back when everything's ready to go. But yeah, it's so secluded in here, you ain't really coming in here. You can get in here from the path, but I'll show you. So you just not many people are going to want to walk through all that, but yeah, I'm just looking forward to the scenery really, and the sunsets and the peace, because it's beautiful here. So I'll be back again later. Right, it's now 4:15. I just got the house up, although it was a bit of a mission. It's like it's on a mental slope, so everything it's a bit of a crazy one, but it is what it is here. It's, you know, this is not manicured swim place. This is raw, untouched nature. So wind's still pushing in here. That's why I'm just standing out of the way, because you get a bit of that on the microphone. So hopefully it's coming across okay. But just got to get the rods up, rods sorted now. Yeah, but I must admit it's looking good. I'm not expecting to catch anything. If I catch anything, I mean, I'm setting up for the bream, the tench and the carp. I know they'll all pick up the same sort of rigs, but you know, they're all big in here. You know, well, I hope they are anyway. Most of the stuff that's come out of here has been big, so anything will do. I'll be happy, but yeah, not expecting anything. Just to be here is enough for me at the moment. But yeah, so got that up. Hopefully, a bit precarious. The bed chair's on full tilt, so I hope legs don't give way in the night. Otherwise, I'm rolling out. So yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit precarious. Got a bit of a step there. Just got to be careful of that. But yeah, so I did a little bit of gardening. But I've got a ground sheet, so it pushed most of it down anyway. But yeah, just the rods now. Just the rods. So get those sorted, and we can settle in then. We can settle in. Just trod on the water, lovely. Yeah, so happy days. Until later. Right, so rods are out. It's coming up to about 5:30 now, and yeah, got them all out on the spots. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, they all went out quite sweet. A bit of bait around them. It was a little bit tricky. It's just died down a bit now, this wind actually, but it was a bit tricky, sort of getting it right. But I'm happy with them. Yeah. Fishing all on mono. Literally, because I think the furthest must only be about 130, 140, and then the other two probably only like 50 or 60 yards out. Different depths on like different bar structures. One's near like a weed bed, one's in deeper water. Got 3 different hook baits, 3 different approaches. Just see if one works. But yeah, so it's Friday, bank holiday weekend, and there's no one here. I've got a 90-acre lake to myself, which is pretty cool. It's probably saying something though. It's probably saying that you ain't got a hope in hell, but you know, I'm just going to look forward to being here, I think, because it's just a lovely place. So yeah, the mighty Fendraton. Very historical water. And that wind's calm right down now. It's getting on for evening. The clouds, so moody, it's lovely. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, so I'm going to get some dinner on now and chill out. And hopefully I'll be able to capture a lovely sunset, unless the clouds get in the way, which is looking like they probably will do. But yeah, it's beautiful here. Absolutely beautiful. You never know. Well, you got to be in it to win it, I suppose. So, like I said, anything out of here, I'll be happy. Just a fish. Don't care what it is. I really don't. Funnily enough, when I was out on the Echo, it was using the deeper, and it was picking up fish all over the place, really. But hard to know. And there's so many different depths out there. I've got like 14 foot, 11 foot, 9 foot. It's like an egg box. Bars everywhere. So, well, first proper go. I did have a little go when back in when was it? Sort of about June time, and then they literally shut it for 6 weeks. I was coming up here, walking the dog, coming up here, having a look around, trying to find some. But yeah, I saw a few at first light, but so that'll be my next port of call, first light again. But I have been coming up here at first light a few times in the last month or two, and still not seen anything show at all. But yeah, fingers crossed. But there we go. Fin Drayton. Catch you later. So it's about 7:30 now. Sun's gonna set soon. All the wildlife will be coming out. I can already hear some fox barking earlier, so it'll be dark soon. But yeah, all quiet as expected. But it's so nice here. Come on the rods. Rate a ripper. That would be quality. Just a little update. It's just coming up to 6 o'clock Saturday morning. It's been light probably about half an hour, just over maybe 3/4 of an hour. But yeah, got woken up with a single bleep about 5 o'clock this morning. But that's literally been it. No bleeps in the night. No nothing. Yeah, I've been watching the water. I haven't seen anything like that first light. Might have thought I might have seen something, but no, not seen anything to go on. kind of expected it really, I suppose. Yeah, might move the left hand rod today that's in the deeper water. I might see if I can find might put it on the bar rather than in the gully. The other two fishing in, one's in 9 and one's in about 11 foot. Yeah, I might just sort of leave them in the same areas, but yeah, that's about it really. Nothing much more to report. Rained last night. Probably started raining about 9 o'clock. I thought that might have had an effect because I don't think we've had much rain at all for about a week now. But nah. I will keep looking to see if we see any signs. Just to see a fish would be nice. But just keep going really until the next little update. So a little update. I've actually seen 1, maybe 2 fish roll. Definitely saw 1. It was either a roll or a head poke of a carp, but my bet it was either like a bream or a tench roll. Now, funnily enough, it rolled not too far away from the middle rod, probably about maybe 10 or 15 yards closer, which might coincide with the single bleep I had at first light. You can see the mist coming up off the water though now at the moment. It's pretty chilly. So we are at the end of August, but yeah, it's definitely cold, that wind. But kind of spurred me on a little bit, that has. It's given me something to go on, so I'll probably move the left hand rod, which is fishing a bit closer in. I'll probably move that a bit further out, so I've got sort of 2 in the zone of where I saw that fish roll. I'll do that later. But yeah, it's looks like it's going to be a nice day today. But yeah, definitely chilly. And you see the mist rolling off the water. It's pretty dramatic. The geese having a... don't know if you can hear that, but the geese are going a bit mad. Probably on one of the other lakes in the reserve. I'm half expecting to see them fly up in the air in a minute. Yeah. At least something to go on, which is good. So yeah, just a little update. And yeah, we'll go from there. Right, so it's 12:47 now. Just got the rods redone. Basically, right hand rod back to its normal spot. Middle rod, just moved that slightly, a bit more bait on it, but pretty much on the same sort of line it was. That's in about 10-11 foot of water. And then the left hand rod, I've moved where I saw one, maybe possibly two fish roll. What they were I don't know, but I've moved that into that position, and that was kind of in between the distance of the two other rods, so that one's gone out there. I suppose really the middle and the left hand rod are fishing in similar sort of zones really, so you know, if I've got any sort of chance of a pickup, I'm more hopeful on them too, I suppose. But all coming clean when I brought them in, no tangles, no weed, so they were definitely fishing. It's just obviously difficult here, so, but a good sign to see a couple at first light-ish, about 6 AM it was, about sort of half an hour, 3/4 an hour after first light. Good sign. Rain expected today in the afternoon, so that's why I've got the rods out. Wind, it's pretty tricky trying to get them out in this wind, but got them out there okay. Line lay might not be the best, but I'm trying to sort that one out. Yeah, hopefully they'll rest and get back into position. But yeah, so yeah, another day, another night, and we'll see in the morning how we feel about doing the third night, but definitely doing tonight. So that's it for now, unless we get anything else. Nothing really more to report on. Right, so that's it now. We're all done. Not going to do a third night. Didn't see anything this morning. It's forecast to rain all day, which is coming in about an hour, so I've got to be pretty sharpish. Yeah, as you can see, everything packed down. But first session on Fen Drayton. Apart from seeing that bream or tench roll or carp head poke yesterday, first light, I put 2 rods in that zone, but nothing this morning. And no, I was up at first light and didn't see anything else this morning. But yeah, apart from that, that's it, wrapped up. First session over. Enjoyed my time here though. It's been alright, it's been lovely, nice and peaceful as you can imagine. But that's it, it's a wrap. So gonna get packed away now before that rain comes, sort all this stuff out. So that's it, goodbye. Right, so it's August 30th, about 2 o'clock, and there's a load of geese over there. Don't know if you can hear them. Don't know what they're doing. But yeah, up the Syndicate for a night. It's meant to be a full moon tonight. Well, it is a full moon tonight. Blue moon, apparently. Yeah, so getting on towards those bigger moons now. So I thought I'd give it a go, give it a night, see if See if we can't catch one of the big ones out of here. We've just got one night, about 24 hours, probably a bit less. But yes, another lovely day. It's just been raining on and off, but it's nice now. But yeah, up the Syndicate in the Fens. So hopefully the moon will be nice. But yeah, lake's about 25 acres in size. 2 big bays, a channel, and we're up one end where it's a bit deeper up this end. Probably about 6-7 foot. So we're going to give it a go up here. Yeah, the other end's pretty shallow, like 3 foots, 2 foots. So yeah, gonna give it a go. Right, I'll get set up and see how we get on. Catch you later. So it's about 4:30 now. Rods are out. Got a bit of bait out there. Got a couple of kilos out there. Over 2 rods and about half a kilo to a kilo over. Single rod fishing towards the reeds. Yeah, I've seen a couple, but over the other side, and it's just one of these things, you know. I don't know. I really wanted to get in this swim. I thought to myself, driving down there, I thought if this is free, I'm going to go in it because I know it. I know it can do fish. I know it can do some big uns. There's a full moon. Bit of bait out. I thought, great. Only thing that's got a bit of doubt is this wind. I just don't know whether they're down the other end, really. I didn't really even look, to be fair. I didn't even look. But this wind's definitely getting up now. But yeah, I'm confident in the approach and the spots. That's for sure, because I've had fish, and I've had fish from, you know, around this sort of time of year up here. So it's not a new wind. I'm trying to talk myself into this being a good one, but I don't know, it's just something in my mind's telling me. But yeah, we'll definitely give it the night. I suppose if we've got a few hours in the morning, we can go up the other end and have a look. But yeah, I think I might have to get the storm poles on actually. The old bivvy's flying about a bit. Yeah, I'll get that sorted now. I'll make a cup of tea, so till later. Coming up to about 6:30 now. Wind has dropped, and believe it or not, I saw a bittern, which is just absolutely amazing. I've just never ever seen one of those before. I've heard them call, but I've never ever seen one, and it was literally just down there. I had the camera was on but not recording. All I had to do was just flip the screen and press record, and I slowly as anything moved my hand, and it must have just seen that movement and it was gone. I was like, well gutted. Ooh. What's going on here? Is that liners happening? Yeah, it could be. Interesting. The line definitely picked up. Maybe that was a good sign, seeing that bit, and maybe it's going to give me a bit of luck. But yeah, interesting. But that was just amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Just yeah, that's just so close to getting it on film, and that would have been cool because then I'd have had proof that I saw it. But hey ho, that's wildlife for you, I suppose. But he flew off in that direction, and there's plenty of reed beds around here, so, and I think they do like reeds, so I don't even know where he come from. He was literally just standing there. I was just looking, and I just saw him. It was just an amazing sight. But anyway, hopefully that liner's a sign. Hopefully there's some fish moving about. I really do hope. So, hope for the big one. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm in the area where I think that big one might come out, and with the full moon, you never know. Still am kicking myself a little bit. I feel like I should have been up the other end, really, but well, you know, we'll see what the morning brings. But if I can get one of them 2 rods going, I think I'll be in for a few. Which, yeah, if I can get one of these two could get going. Normally when I've been in here and I've had fish from the open water, I normally get a few. They seem to move in on the bait and keep it top going, you know. This rod, by the reeds, that always seems to do a bite or two, so I'm hoping that will do a bite. But yeah, I hope that bittern comes back. That's amazing. Anyway, just got these swans and that's about it at the moment. Well, that's it for now anyway. If anything else happens, I shall get the camera out again. Coming up to 7 o'clock now. This is the field at the back of the lake and on the fens. Kind of get an example how flat this place is, isn't it? Yeah. Not going to be able to see a sunset, unfortunately, because the sun's just going to set behind those trees. But yeah, very nice. There's a load of geese in the field there. See if I can zoom in a bit, pick them up. There they are there, look. Just sitting in the field. Yeah, quite a way away. There we go. Just need a rod to rip off now. That'd be very nice. Alright, just before dark, we were just standing by the rod and the right hand rod's gone. That's against the reed bed. I'll just give a quick film of it in the water. I don't know how big it is because I haven't weighed it, but I just literally landed it and I thought show a bit on video just in case it don't come out, because we're obviously losing quite a lot of light, but we'll give it a go. There's this moon, blue moon, although it doesn't look very blue, but it's definitely a great sight, and this camera doesn't do it any justice. I can't it doesn't really zoom in, so I don't think it is anyway, but there it is. Big blue moon. Once again, just done £28. Fish number 3. There we go. Hopefully that's coming out in the camera okay. But yeah, there we go. Nice one. Yeah, nice scaly one. Put up a good account of itself. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Let's go and put him back. Sun's just rising. It's nearly 6 o'clock in the morning. Got this like mist just rolling off the fields. It's pretty cool. So it's Thursday, 31st of August, about 11 o'clock. I had the 4 fish in the night, all through the hours of darkness, ranging from about £13 to just under 28. So yeah, it was a few fish. Pity that most of them were in dark. In fact, as soon as it got light, that was it. Everything sort of dried up. But you know, that's what it is, I suppose. This spot's been doing some night bites for me in the last couple of sessions, and the daytime sort of bites have not really happened. But you know, well, tried fishing that full moon, didn't catch the big one, obviously. I think I was the only one here. Would have been interesting to know if like maybe 10 people were fishing it, whether the big one would have come out, but I suppose that's something you'll never know. Yeah, so it was alright. A few fish on the bank. Yeah, so another 10 minutes, rods will be coming in, and that's that wrapped up. So until the next one, that's it from me. Right, so it's Wednesday the 13th of September. It's a Tuesday. Quite nice weather today, and we're going to have another go at Fen. Got 2 nights and boat's loaded, and we're going to try a new spot this time from the other 2 nights. We're going to try the completely other side of the lake. I don't think there's anyone else up here. So I'm just going to boat straight up there and then hopefully find a few spots. I've had a check out a couple of days ago. I've looked at it and I think there might be some spots. I know it's going to be weedier at that end of the lake than it was the other end, but hopefully there'll be a few spots and we can present a bait, and you never know. You never know. You've got to be in it to win it. So I shall jump in the boat now and then get to the swim. Catch you later. So we've got all 4 rods out now. Got 2 here, going out to a couple of spots that I found. One's on a plateau, one's on top of a bar. Not too far out, especially the right hand rod. The other one's probably about 120, and then I've got 2 rods over here, and they're one's about 80 yards and one's round the corner. So yeah, that's what we've got so far. Got about an hour till it gets dark, maybe about an hour and a half. Just got to set the bivvy up now, but yeah, all the rods are out, and we'll just have to see what the first night brings in the morning. But yeah, so many spots out there to so many spots to go at, so it's really difficult knowing without anything to go on where to go. I'm trying the old worm rig on that left hand rod, so I don't know what'll happen there, but just basically just trying a different approach really, just see what happens there. Yeah, so a beautiful evening. The sun is setting behind the trees, can't really see it, it's over there. But yeah, another lovely evening up Fen. Yeah, really nice. Nice little breeze blowing in. Perfect. So we'll get the rest of this set up and we'll see what happens. Till then, over and out. It's Thursday morning, September the 14th, about 7:30 in the morning. Just like a little morning update really, very quiet in the night, just a couple of bleeps, nothing of any significance at all. Yeah, very quiet, didn't hear anything, tried to stay up as well, again, just to see if I could hear anything in the dark. But no, nothing, and just saw nothing at first light. Very difficult just to even track down where they might be. At least, if I remember on the last session, I did see something roll at first light in the zone or in the area, and I moved a rod on it, but not seeing anything this time. I might check out the island today, if it's not too weedy, put a rod long. Put a rod long over there, change that spot, change probably the right hand rod then, and go long. Keep the others 2 spots at least on the H blocks over the bit of bait. Yeah, nothing really more to go on really. So yeah, if anything occurs, I'll get the camera back out again, but until then, that's the sort of morning update. I'll give an update around lunchtime when we get to sort of about 2 o'clock-ish, when we get to the first 24 hours in, but yep, nothing really to add. So until then, catch you later. Right, so it's about 10 minutes since I put the last little update, and I actually just saw a tench roll, and I've got it zoomed in on my nearest H block because it wasn't far away. It must have only been a couple of rod lengths away from it in that zone, and it's got some particles over it and some boilie. But yeah, the first actual sign in it, to me, it just looked like a tench rolling. Just that sort of shape. So I've got it filming again, pretty much where those little birds are, rolled around there. So not far out again, another fish, and it wasn't far out. That's everything I've seen up here. It's never been that far out, but it's hard to know, isn't it, whether you just don't see them if they're showing a bit further out. But yeah, that's positive. I mean, I'd take a tench. It certainly did look like a tench, and I'd definitely take that. I'd take anything just to get a pickup would be nice. So yeah, fingers crossed, see something develops there, or something else rolls again. Because when I have seen, especially tench and bream roll, I've seen a couple, you know, see one, then I see another one. So just leave it rolling for a minute or so. See if anything else. It looks like they're definitely showing this sort of time again in the morning. I think I saw something a little bit further out actually as well now. Oh no, it was a bird, it's just come up. But yeah, kind of positive, I suppose. It's just getting them to take the bait. I think that's the next mission. The first one's finding where they are, and the next one's getting them to take the bait. But yeah, give me a bit of encouragement anyway. Just need one of them alarms to rip off, be lovely. But yeah, beautiful morning up here again. It's so nice up here. It is a lovely place. Fish or no fish, but just to get off the mark. Oh, bleep then. Interesting. Maybe they've turned up. Maybe they've turned up just out here. Yeah. I think that's that's the next phase. Hardest bit is whether they're going to take your bait, whether they're actually going to eat any of the bait that you put out. But yeah, encouraging. Definitely encouraging. Maybe I should put worms on more than one rig. I should try that. I mean, I did have one worm rod out, but nothing really went on that. I shall pull that in a bit and see if they've been munched. But if they haven't, maybe I should stick a more natural approach. Anyway, keep you posted if anything happens. That could have been it. That could have been the one show, and then that's it. But we'll keep plugging on. Right, well, here's the rig I'm just going to put out again on one rod, trying for some naturals. Bit of a worm rig. I just got to chop them up a little bit shorter, a couple of them, get their juices going. But yeah, this one's going to go back out again. Similar rig went out last night, but funnily enough I brought it back in and there was nothing on it at all. Like, the band had been, even the foam had gone, so I don't know, maybe something grabbed it and bit it, I don't know. But I'm gonna try another spot. I'll probably keep with a worm rig throughout this session and just move it around a couple of times a day, different areas. But yeah, a bit of a more natural approach, but just thought I'd include that in the little vlog. Worm rig. Give it a go. See how we get on. Alright, so it's about 9:30 now. Just put the worm rig out on the hope that it's in this corner area, up against a weed bed in a little silty area, so it's clear. Don't know if you can make it out, but there's like a weed bed in this corner, and the hope is that back of the wind, sun hits this corner, that maybe in a sort of around lunchtime or this afternoon we might get a fish or two drift into this corner. Now I have seen one in here before on my travels earlier on in the year, so I do think they get in this corner, and with a nice bunch of juicy lobworms right by the weed bed in 3 or 4 foot of water, back of the wind, they might venture in here at some point in the sort of daytime, afternoon, and I might have a chance. That's the thinking behind it. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that wee bed is literally just around there. There it is. There's the wee bed. That's where I've got it. Just in front of that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a nice day. Yeah, up Fen. Yeah, it's lovely. Very peaceful. No activity, unfortunately, but I'm tucked away. Yeah. Let's see what happens. All you can do is try your best, I suppose, give it a go. After seeing that tench roll, I did have one bleep on the closer in rod, which is just off that mark there. so I shall leave that out. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking the best time for a bite would probably be around the morning. But yeah, just keep trying, I suppose. Just keep giving it a go. See what happens. So a quick update. I've actually just had 2 fish in the space of 5 minutes. Not what I was after. A roach on a boilie, which I'll probably insert the picture. Never caught a roach on a wafter actually. That rod there was bleeping and I was thinking, oh, what's going on? Liner. And I thought, no, it just kept doing it. There's something on there and it was a little roach. And then the worm rod went with a perch of about, I don't know, half a pound maybe, something like that. I don't know. I'll probably insert a picture of that as well. But yeah, I think if that worm rod goes again with a perch, I'll put it back out. I think I might just have to leave that. We'll see. But there was a load of sort of bubbling and fizzing going on over there, so I put it amongst the middle of it. I did that earlier actually with the worm rod that went with the perch, and it was still sort of bubbling up, little patches of fizz, and I just chucked it right in the middle of it. Got a bit of a drop, so there we go, a little update. But wind's died off now. Looks like it's going to be a nice even up fen. Some other guys turned up, had a quick chat with him. It's good and good. He's shared a bit of knowledge. He's fished this place for quite a while, so it's nice to actually meet another angler. But yeah, he's gone over there somewhere, not too far away from the centre of the viewfinder. He's around in that bank there somewhere. But yeah, well, we'll see how we all get on. So until then, parting shot, early evening, 6:30. All is good. Oh. That's the worm rod. If that's another perch, then I can't be doing with that. Funny though, I never had a like. Well, I might have had I think the worms got ripped off last night, so that was more likely a perch. I changed to a smaller lead, mainly to make sure I was sitting on top of the silt, but I think that's hooking them, so I think worms are probably not a great idea. Just see if anything happens, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on that until later. Well, it's Friday, September 15th, about 8:30 in the morning. And it's a beautiful morning. About 2:30 last night, I had an eel, and that's why there's a rod missing on this one. Yeah, I didn't bother putting it back out. I must admit, I was a bit tired, and I've only been up sort of half an hour or so. Probably feel like going out in the boat, it's probably a bit of a waste of time. I mean, I could cast it over there quite easily, I suppose, but see if I get that one back out again. Got to go home today, well, in a few hours, so start wrapping everything up. But yeah, last morning I had a roach, a perch and an eel. Obviously not really what we're after. I don't know whether that's some kind of start, but obviously using worms can be obviously a bit of a pain in the arse. With the perch potentially, and obviously the roach are eating the bait, so they're eating all the boilies and the particles you put out. That's for sure. Especially on these, maybe on these closer in spots. Maybe they don't go out so far. I don't know, but yeah, it's just made it a bit more tricky, I suppose, really, to a degree. Yeah, so that's it really, unless anything else happens. That's about it. Give it a few more hours, and then a couple more hours, and then we'll be off. But yeah, if nothing else happens, that's it from this trip to Fen. Still trying to work it out a bit. Whether you ever will, I don't know. So we're up Fen Drayton, going for the perch. Just got a couple of rods out. It is Thursday the 21st of September. It's coming up to about 3:45 now. And we're just down here for a couple of hours, a few hours till it gets dark. Just to see if we can't catch a decent perch. I've only been here about 15 minutes. Just flicked a couple of rods out, just fishing worms. So yeah, we'll give it a go. See what happens. Yeah, it's a nice day. Apparently it's meant to rain later, but I think it's about 50% chance. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. We will see what happens, I suppose. Can always move around a little bit. Yeah, we can maybe give it an hour in here in this corner. I must admit, I don't want to be walking too far. I've walked pretty much sort of a quarter of the lake. Yeah, but I might venture up this bank a little bit further to my left. Might venture up here. Can't really see it because of the trees, but yeah, give it a go. See what happens. You never know. But yeah, we'll give it at least an hour or so here. I mean, I've never really tried this before, so travelling quite light. Just got a rucksack, bucket, a couple of rods, so nothing too strenuous. Yeah, see how we get on. So we've just had our first fish, not what we're after. Nice little roach. But took it straight away. We've moved spots. There we go. all slipping back now. Hopefully we'll get a perch or a good perch. So just a quick update. We've moved swims now. We stayed in that place probably just about an hour, and then we just had that roach after literally 5 minutes of putting it in, but it's very deep here, getting close, so I'm literally just fishing the margins, hoping for a big perch. But yeah, wind's blowing in here nicely, so we'll keep going, I suppose, give it another go. But at least we've caught something, although not really what we're after, but it's a start, like always. You've got to start somewhere, I suppose. So yeah, I'll save the battery because I think we've got like 1 bar battery on the camera, so I'll save that just in case we get that nice big perch. So until then, there's a little update. Alright, it's now 7:15. Little update. Be dark probably in about maybe half an hour, but this is the time I expect anything decent to happen. It's going to come now. I've had a little perch. So I've had 1 roach, 1 perch, and that's it. I had a big knock on 1 rod, brought it in, and like half the worm was missing, so it's hard to know whether that was a big fish, small fish. Felt the resistance and just decided not to take any more. But yeah, but this swim is deep in close, so might be one for the future, for a bit of perch fishing or even carp fishing. So yeah, it's interesting just to fish these different swims and sort of know what's out there. But yeah, it's definitely deep, very in close. Probably wouldn't be able to get the boat in here. I think it's been more of a barrow and cast out swim for me. But yeah, so if we don't get anything else, as we're going to lose the light, this is probably like the parting sort of shot of a little perch fishing session up Fen Drayton. And I'm sure there'll be many more to come, because there's some big ones in here. How you catch them, well, that's all part of the puzzle, I suppose. So yeah, well, if the camera comes out again, it'll be for a good one, and if not, that's it.